Hey friend, it is Sunday. It's a gloomy day here today in my neck of the woods, and I'm a little chilly today, but I thought it's 68 degrees outside today, so it's not cold by any means, but it's very dreary out, and I think we're getting rain. But I have something really good to talk about today, so grab a snack and come on back. So today, I want to talk about something, and I have my notes, I always do, but I want to talk about something that's been with me all my life, and until I was probably yesterday's day old, when I was on with the magnificent Bill on the 999 show. If you didn't see that yesterday, please go back and watch the replay. And it's posted in my, you'll see it in my post, my community tab. You'll see it there. It's not community anymore, but in the post. I did post it. And so go back and watch. It was fun. It was a good time. It was a good time. I switched my camera to make sure that I'm actually looking at the camera. But I don't know how this is going to work today because I feel like I'm still looking this way instead of this way. I feel a little off kilter today. So, I don't want to put my hand in front of the camera. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. I'm sure you'll tell me. But recently, I began to see the pattern. And you know what that pattern was? You all already know it. I've said it so many times. The number 3. The number 3 is so magnificent, and it is so magical in my life and in my life story. And when I was talking to Bill yesterday about the number 333 and about angel numbers, we had a little discussion about angel numbers. Go and watch it. It was really good. And this came up and I had this epiphany and I'm like, oh my God, that's another part of the 3. So I was born on August 9th, 1964. I'm a Leo. And I was a tiny premature baby. And I only weighed how much, you ask? 3 pounds. 3 pounds. This never even came into my mind before yesterday. It never did. I don't know why it didn't, but it just never did. And my mother was 33 when she gave birth to me. And it was a risky birth. I wasn't expected to survive, but I did. And I fought. I fought. That Leo energy was like, yes, baby, you are here to stay, baby girl. I wasn't supposed to be born until October. I came at 7 months. And if anybody here is a mom, or if you've watched shows and different things on pregnancies and premature births, you know that those are very risky. And imagine today you have a much more better chance of survival than you did back in 1964, 60 years ago. So, almost 61 years ago. So it was really risky, and my mother always told me that I was a miracle. I was that tiny little miracle. And now looking back, I believe her. I believe her. Not that I never believed her. Yappy's going to get cut out just a little bit. But it just dawned on me that, wow. Can you imagine? 1964, I was in an incubator. I was in the hospital for over a month after my mother had me. She was released. And I was in this little incubator. So we never got that bond immediately. She didn't breastfeed me or anything. I was in an incubator, in the NICU, or whatever they called it back then. Right? And so now fast forward 33 years from that day. And now I'm 33 years old, right? And on March 3rd, 1998, 3/3/98, I gave birth to my beautiful, beautiful Zoe Pilar. Another miracle, another new beginning, right? Another new beginning. Sounds like rain. I don't see any yet. And even then, it didn't dawn on me the significance of the number 3. That my mother was 33 and she had me and I only weighed 3 pounds. And then I was born on the 9th, which is 3 times 3. And then 33 years later, I gave birth to my beautiful, beautiful Zoe Pilar. And she was born on 3/3. The significance of all of this, it just never dawned on me. It never dawned on me. You know, and this hit me so much later that I was born at 3 pounds to a mother who was 33, and I gave birth at 33 on 3/3. You can't make this up, right? I mean, how ordained is my life? How magical is that? It's all a miracle. It's all a miracle. And you know, that's not coincidence. It's not coincidence. It's divine timing. And that's something that I talk about here all the time. Divine timing. And look how that has manifested itself in my own life. In my own life. The number 3 has followed me. It's shown up during so many powerful transformations for me, right? I mean, in birth, in motherhood, in healing, the number 3 has always been with me. It represents for me creativity, the divine feminine. Yes, that divine feminine energy, right? That divine feminine energy. And the Trinity 3. And just expansion, right? The expansion of my mother having me and me only being 3 pounds and the growth, right, that I've had. And then me having my daughter at 33, her being born on 3/3. So many significant things surrounding the number 3 in my life. And then I was born on the 9th, and that is 3 3s. It's just mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. You know, at 3, I mean, in numerology, 3 is the number of expression and communication and most definitely joy. Most definitely joy. It's not just a number, it's a signature, right? It's my signature. A spiritual reminder that I am on a path. That I'm on a path. And that there's more than meets the eye. There's more than meets the eye to Lexi. It's so much more. So much more. I've got to fix you all. Got to fix you a little bit. There we go. Gotta get you happy. There we go. So now it's 60, soon to be 61. I look back and I see a pattern that's been woven through my life, right? That not just with numbers, but with meaning, And we often miss these threads. We often miss these threads when we're rushing and surviving and growing and grieving. 61, I'm getting ready to be 61, which also, I'm in my sexagenarian era. 60 is 3 times 2. And 3s are all in here. And I think that's why this is coming up for me right now in my life. Because I'm in this sexagenarian era and my mind is just so open with all the wisdom and the new knowledge and new things that I'm seeking still at this age. And I'm starting to sit down and really think about what's happened in my life, right? Having these reflective, meditative moments. And it's all coming to me. It's all coming to me. When we pause You know, like I said, when we really, really pause, we can feel the magic in the design. It's the magic for me of the number 3 surrounding me my whole life since the day I was born. The day I was born, it was gang, gang, 3. And my ancestors were gang, gang, pushing me through, keeping me here on this planet, keeping me here. They were with me in that NICU, in that little incubator. My daughter's now a woman, and I see that same divine spark in her. You know, I see it in her really taking on the meaning of prayer in her life and meditation and all the things that my mother instilled in me that I, in turn, instilled in her. And I see her doing these things now, bringing all these things to fruition, and it's just amazing. It's mind-boggling to see. It's mind-boggling. And, you know, it's a legacy of love. It's the strength of 3. My beautiful Jewel, my beautiful Zoe, and I. The strength of 3, us 3 strong, divine feminine souls. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Has there been a number that's followed you through your life? I wonder. Put it down in the comments if it has been. You know, has something ever repeated so clearly, so perfectly, that you knew it was more than a coincidence? Because this is way more than a coincidence. I'd love to hear your story. I would love to hear that. You know, let's share, of course. Let's connect. Because there's power in patterns and so much wisdom in what we've lived through and what we've all lived through. We all have our separate, unique journeys. And I'm sure that when you watch this, and you're going to be like, all those 3s in Lexi's life, and then you're going to realize that, oh my God, I have something like that too. You know, we all have something similar. We all have something. You know, the synchronicities here are abound, always abound here, the synchronicities. You know, I really want to know if any of that resonated with you. And you know, I got something else. I got a card pull. I had to do a card pull to go along with this because I was thinking, what cards, you know, would Spirit give us, right? What cards would Spirit throw out to us for this power of 3, right? Because this is like my life is being guided by divine timing. And what were the cards? And Spirit never lies. Spirit, I asked for 3. Spirit, you know what? Give me something, you know, in this power of 3, for me, you know, Divine Spirit. What do I need to know? And the first card that came out is no surprise to me at all. The Empress, the beautiful, beautiful Empress. Look at her, right? That beautiful, beautiful, divine, feminine motherhood, creativity, abundance. She's all about this. The abundance. Look at her. Look at her belly bringing to life, right? Bringing to life in this world. Look at that. It's just so beautiful. So beautiful. And the Empress embodies the energy for me. She embodies the energy of creation and giving birth. And that's what she's doing, right? That's what she's doing here. She's giving birth. You know, it represents to me my mother giving birth to me 2 months prematurely. And then it represents me giving birth to my beautiful Zoe. Right? When this came out, I cried. I'm like, oh, Divine Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. I thank Spirit so much for this. You know, my journey of motherhood and the nurturing, and that what the number 3 symbolizes for me. It symbolizes my mother in this state. And then it symbolized me in this Empress Divine Feminine state, and then having my daughter. And one day this will symbolize her. And then we will again be 3 generations. It was my mother, myself, and my Zoe. My Jewel, Alexis, and Zoe. And now Jewel has gone on, and she's right here. She's right here. She's right here. But the next generation will be Alexis, Zoe, and whoever that little precious baby's going to be, right? 3 generations of us. And I'm looking forward to that. I really am. I really am. I really am. The second card that popped out is a card that I think I've had this card before in one of the readings that I've done for myself, I'm pretty sure. But it's another 3. The 3 of Cups. The 3 of Cups. I'm like, spirit, spirit, spirit. The 3 of Cups. And look at them. Dancing, starlight. And, you know, this is a higher calling, right? The stars here, this is a higher calling. And this is awakening to life's purpose. That's what this means to me, awakening to my life's purpose. This card also, you know, the 3, like the 3 of Cups, the 3 of Pentacles, all of these 3s represent a connection, right? And the connection that I had to my mother, my daughter, the 3 of us, that connection and shared milestones. Like my daughter and I being linked through this sacred pattern of 3. And my mother, I never even discussed this with my mom, so she knows it now because she's here. She's gang, and my ancestors, and I know they are nodding. I know they are. Yeah. Because we never had this conversation, you know, my mother and I, we never had this conversation. And it just is like, whoo, you know, whoa, whoa, whoa. It's like, it's a celebration of life and divine timing. Celebration of life and divine timing. Yes, yes, that's what this means. That's what this means to me. And it's so beautiful. And on this card, I mean, there's 3 beautiful women, but in my mind, it's my mother, Zoe, and I. It's Jewel, Zoe, and Lexi, right? It's Jewel in the middle, and then Zoe and Lexi flocking her. That's what this card means to me. This beautiful, beautiful Light Seers Tarot deck is what I used to pull these cards. I love that deck so much. This deck brings me so much joy, and it was a gift to me from my beautiful Nancy, a Crohn's Intuition, the Dalai Lama. And this deck means so much to me. It means so much to me. And out of this trilogy, this 3, right, that I asked Divine Spirit for, the next card that came out, and I got that wrong. I got that wrong. This card to me really is the celebration of sisterhood and emotional abundance. I jumped forward. Excuse me, I jumped ahead. Because I had already done this, you know, and made my notes. I jumped ahead. But this is actually the sisterhood, right? It's the sisterhood, and it's the 3 of us. And it's the support that we gave each other. The 3 of us gave each other. And that emotional abundance. And which is why I'm so emotional, that emotional abundance. The next card is the card for me that represents awakening and a higher calling, right? Of my life's purpose, and that is the Judgment card. Look at her, you know, she's looking at her reflection, and she's trying to balance, you know, it's all about that balance. And Judgment symbolizes a powerful awakening for me, you know, just like my realization of the number 3 in my life. The number 3 in my life that I just like woke up to. Basically, right? Basically after all these years. And the person who initially, when it just popped out of my mouth when I was talking to them for the very first time ever, was Hilda. Warrior Aunties 177. She was Nova Scotia's Black Indian Stories, but now she's Nova Scotia's, I can never get that. It'll be in my mind soon enough, but I was so used to Nova Scotia's Black Indian Stories, so the new one is still Nova Scotia, but she's changed it, right? I was talking to her, and that's when all of that came out. The three, and I was like, I couldn't believe it. As my mouth was moving, I was saying it to her, I was like, So yes, Hilda was the one that I was talking to when it really came back to my forefront of my mind. Like, why don't I talk about this, right? And it also, this judgment, because she's looking at her reflection, a mirror. My bestie and I talk about these mirrors all the time, and Hilda, we've all had a discussion about the mirrors. And it also mirrors my recent transformations and the sense of me stepping into my own purpose here. Me stepping into my purpose. The purpose of me, of wanting to bring to light these generations who came before me, and my mother and me and my daughter, that connection. I would have to go back to see what other things that this number 3 is significant in past lives before me, right? And just my purpose now of really bringing all these stories to light here on this platform, bringing my stories to light on this platform. Just the power of 3, it's so powerful. It's so very powerful. And I had to do an angel number. Ooh, my hand is itching. That means something's coming. Abundance is coming. Abundance is coming. Every time my hand itches, I learned that from my sister years ago when I was a teenager. You spit in your hand and rub it on your pocket. And I'm rubbing it in my pocket right now. And every time my hand itches and I do that, money comes. So something is coming. Something is coming soon. Woo, thank you, Spirit. How that just came in this video. Like, wow. And the angel number that supports this and means everything to me, you all already know, is 333. This means that I'm aligned with my soul's mission of spreading the good news here on this platform. And the Ascended Masters, gang for me, they are here, helping me to evolve. They are always here helping me to evolve. Always. And 333, and in my life especially, it signifies that we're never alone, right? I am never, ever alone, especially in times of transition. And I'm having that big moment of transition right now, that big moment of transition in my life. And this card, I've read it several times before, and I'll read it again here. This is a card of support. And seeing the angel number 333 is a sign that it's time to focus inward. Work on your skills, discover your talents, and use your imagination. Unleash your inner artist. It's 111 as I'm reading this. It's 111. Oh, whoa. Thank you, Divine Spirit. Thank you. Oh my goodness. I can't believe this. There's so many. So much positivity and abundance here. 111, as I'm filming this, it's 111. Oh my goodness. All right, let's get back to the business at hand here. I've got to go back. Work on your skills, discover your talents, and use your imagination. Unleash your inner artist. Doing so will boost your self-esteem and sense of competence. It does wonders for your sense of purpose and contribution to your community. Yes. Yes. So, in seeing the number 3 again and again in my life, it just made me always want to look up its angelic meaning, right? And when I saw 333, yeah, I cried, I cried. Because it means I am divinely supported. I am divinely supported. It means that my ancestors who are gang, gang, baby, gang, gang for me, I will say that in every video. They are gang, gang for me. And my guides in the universe are with me. And they're with you too. They're with you too. 333 says we are on the right path. I'm on the right path. And you're on the right path. We're on the right path, beloved. So keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Yes, we must keep going. We must keep going. I enjoyed filming this today. I enjoyed this so much. I enjoyed just sitting down yesterday is when I came up with this. I was sitting down yesterday, and it was after my sit-down chat with Bill, and he colored the 3 of Wands, which is another significance in my life. And then he pulled 3 cards yesterday. And I had them here at one point. I don't think I kept that out. He pulled, the very first card he pulled was the Fool, which represented me. And then he pulled the Hermit, and he pulled the Devil. So it was a story, right? And the story, I think I wrote it down yesterday. I think I took some notes. But the story for me was that, let's see, I gotta see, because I wrote the notes. Let's see, where are the notes? Where are my notes? Let's see. Let's see. All right, so we came to, when he pulled that card, it just, I didn't know where he was going at first. I didn't know where he was going. So at first, he pulled out this deck, a beautiful deck. It was a beautiful deck, but some of the cards were like nude cards, so he couldn't really show them, but the deck was so beautiful. It was such a beautiful deck. And he's like, I'm gonna pull a card, and that card is going to represent you. And I said, okay. And then he said, once I pull that card that represents you, I'm gonna pull the cards that are surrounding that card. So he shuffled. He pulled the Fool card, right? And then he shuffled. And then after he shuffled the deck, he went back to find the Fool card. I'm trying to find my notes. Just bear with me. That's why I'm prolonging this story a little bit, because I'm trying to find my notes, because I know that, and you could go back, of course, and watch it and see, exactly what I said verbatim. I'm just going to give you the Cliff Notes version, but I'm trying to find out. I know that I made some kind of note here on my little teeny pad, and let's see. Bear with me, folks, please. I appreciate you, because, I always come prepared, and I don't like it when I'm not prepared. I I don't like it when I'm not prepared. Let's see. Okay, so we got the Fool was me. And then the next card pulled was the Hermit. That was the first one. And then the next card after the Hermit was the Devil. So in regards to my life, I said, well, me, you know, being the Fool, but the Hermit was like the inner reflection, right? And that inner reflection and that meditation and the inner wisdom, you know, that I have now in my 60s, right? It's that inner wisdom. And to make space for myself, you know, for my self-care. And that's what I did. I made that space to lose the weight, right? And so that was a part of the Hermit for me. Not exactly what I said, but somewhat what I said. And then we had the Fool card. And so then the Fool card representing myself was new beginnings. New beginnings of me starting my YouTube channel at 60, getting ready to become that you know, new NASM coach, getting my certification in that. And, you know, the enthusiasm that I have and the optimism that I have, right? That's the Fool card. That's me. And then the Devil card for me basically just represented me getting rid of certain vices and addictions in my life, getting rid of the vices, which I didn't have any vices as far as alcohol or drugs or things like that, but my vices, or cigarettes or anything like that, my vices were getting rid of the energy vampires in my life, getting rid of the negative energy in my life, focusing on getting rid of all the sugar and the things that I was eating that was unhealthy. Because remember, there's no bad foods. I don't believe in bad or good foods like that, because I think that sets people up for failure. So I don't believe in that. But just focusing on trying to eat a little healthier and adding more protein to my life and doing those things, right? So it liberated me. So I went from unhealthy to healthy, and that's where I see the Devil in my life, like liberating me. So that basically, you know, is where I was, right? I had this out because I was trying to find the cards in here. I stuck my cards in here that he pulled for me yesterday. But so yeah, it's like that was just amazing. That was amazing. I didn't think that we were going to do that during me being with Bill. And when he did the Three of Wands, that was significant in itself. And then those three cards were significant. The number 3 again. The number 3, I'm surrounded. And like I said to him, you know, I said to him yesterday, the number 3 is always with me and it surrounds me. It surrounds me. So I just wanted to tell you that. You know, I just wanted to share that with you all. And I hope that something in this video resonated with you. I really hope that something resonated, because this was just amazing. You know, it was so amazing for me to film this. It really was. And if you're new here and you stayed this long, over 30 minutes, my name is Alexis. This is the beautiful, beautiful Yappy, my cohort here. And we just like to always come and bring the good news, bring happiness and joy. That's what we do. And that's a part of the trilogy, right? A part of the number 3. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I thank you for always honoring me with your time here, because I know you can give your time to a million different people here on YouTube, and that you come back day after day and watch my daily vlog and my daily videos. I'm grateful. I'm so grateful to you. I'm so grateful. I'm so blessed. So on that note, Yappy and Lexi out. Deuces. And we will see you on the next one. I'll be back tomorrow. We will not have a Sisterhood of Seasons today. That's been canceled, so that you won't see me this afternoon on the Soul Whisperers channel. But she has lots of stuff on there if you want to go look at her channel. And come back and look at my channel, okay? And I will be here tomorrow, though, for Monday Ain't Done Nothing to Nobody. So we'll be here, and we'll have a nice chit-chat. And maybe we'll talk about the number 3 all over again. So have a beautiful, beautiful Sunday, or whenever you're watching this, whatever day. This is Memorial Day weekend. So have a beautiful Memorial Day weekend if you're celebrating today and out with family. It's kind of a rainy, dreary day here, so I don't know. I'm sure there's some barbecues and things going on. I see some people across the way having a little get-together. So I'm sure there's some things going on, but I love you plenty, and I thank you, I thank you, I thank you for always being here, for sharing my videos, for putting my name out in the universe so that I can get more subscribers. You all have been just divine miracles to me, and I love you so much. I love you plenty, plenty, plenty.